we stop, we gon' get it done. Get it when we start, we gon' get it done. Start when we stop, we gon' get it done.
Anthony's World.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Anthony. You know me as Anthony's World. We are back with another fucking banger. Amazing podcast. We have an amazing guest today. This man has solved so many fucking problems in the world, I feel like, with what you do. But Mr. Tyree Wesley, the CEO of TC Mobile Solutions. Yes, but everyone knows you as TC, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I'm fucking hyped for this one, man. We just met, and man, it's been a vibe, bro. It's been a fucking vibe since the moment we met. We've been chilling. We've been talking. We've been linking. I love it. I love it. So, real quick, if you don't mind, let's give everyone a little bit of an intro from you. Give your take on yourself to everyone out there.
I love that. Well, thank you first off for having me on the podcast. This is an amazing podcast. I love what you stand for.
I appreciate that.
I've watched a ton of your videos now.
Thank you.
Just every interaction that I've got with you so far has been amazing. It's been pure, it's been genuine, and it's been all love. So I appreciate you.
I love that.
Who you are.
Man, I appreciate that. That's what I'm here for.
For sure. So yeah, my name is Tyree. A lot of people know me as TC. That's the name of my company, actually. But since I've been out here in Scottsdale, a lot of people know me as TC because they see the signs.
So it came from the company.
Yes.
Okay. What is, if you don't mind, what does TC stand for?
True Connections.
Okay,
connected.
I love that. Okay, I love that.
Yes. So what we do is I own a company called TC Mobile Solutions, and what we do is we provide opportunities for independent contractors to give away free phones to people that are low-income Americans, and we get paid a commission to do so. Okay. Just that simple. That's what we do.
All right, that's a wrap. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
If we want to jump straight to the end, like that's it. Like it's very basic.
I love that. I love that. So, if you don't mind me asking real quick, before we get into that, now that we know what you're doing, but not like that, but like before we dive way into that side, where did you grow up? What was your childhood like? Where are you from? Like, where was your old stomping grounds? Where do you rep?
Yes. So, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I went to suburban school, so I'm not like a Cleveland guy, so I went to Westlake, Ohio. And I actually lived there all my life. I just moved to Arizona about a year ago. Best decisions I've ever made in my entire life.
Fresh to AZ.
Fresh to AZ.
Is this your first summer yet?
Second summer.
Oh, God.
Second summer.
It's hell.
I didn't die. I didn't die.
But did you die?
No, I did have a couple episodes where I had to go to the hospital and get my IVs, but I didn't die. I didn't die, so we're good.
Best decision ever, but has to go to the hospital because it's so hot here.
Yeah, it's a different heat, but nevertheless, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm 27 years old now, and I am going through this entrepreneur journey with a lot of good people around me now.
Okay.
Better than I was in Ohio, because I was fighting an uphill battle of just the depression. The seasonal depression is what they call it.
Yeah.
And it was a real thing, and I didn't know I was going through that until I moved out of there. And when I moved out of there, I'm like, wait, there's another side to this world.
Yes.
There is like sun.
Yeah.
That's a real thing. So that's where I'm from. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm 27 years old, and I'm a serial entrepreneur.
I love that. Do you have anything that you like to... inside of your serial entrepreneur journey, like, is there any like passions outside of the entrepreneurship that, because your brand is TC, which is, you said, pretty much staying connected. Truly, is it truly connected?
Truly connected.
Truly connected, or what was the other one?
True Connections.
True Connections. So like, is that your passion? What is that for you, and like, why you choose that name?
So a lot of people that know me as having this crazy positive energy. Like,
yeah, you're bouncing off the walls. I love it.
I'm on one right now because I just love people, and I love like showing that you don't have to be negative. Like every single thing in life, there is a positive to it.
Everything. And
I always exploit those positives. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, it's like if I can connect with people in Scottsdale and connect with people that are in Cleveland, and connect those worlds, and we can all be happy. That's all I want to be about. Providing opportunities, providing relationships, networking from top to bottom. I'll be happy.
I love that. So where did you get your start in this business? Like how did this become to life? Like, because like, yo, that's fucking crazy. Like, I'll be honest with you, that's still, I'm lost. Like, how the fuck are you making money from no money? Especially for me, like I'm the person that has to like trade my money for more money.
Yeah.
Like, you making money from no money, like, this is what we need to fucking learn how to do.
Yeah.
Sounds like you working with the feds, dog.
I mean, I am.
Shit.
I am, dog. I mean, that's what's funny. I do have government funded contracts.
Okay.
So that's what we do. So yeah, hey feds, you know.
Oh, fuck. All right. Well,
I won't tell
once
on you
again,
though, if you're doing anything. I promise. So I started off cleaning shoes in the mall.
Okay.
I was a shoe cleaner at the age of 16, and my story is I started working there because I was working at AAA, making $11 an hour at the age of 16. And what happened was these guys that were next to me, they were cleaning shoes and they were making it look so fun. Like they were talking to girls, they were making cash. It looked cool. Okay. So I was like, okay, let me try to bet on myself and make straight commission. And what happened was I did it. It was Black Friday. I kid you not. I went in there the very first day. I made $1,000 my very first day at the age of 16.
Wow.
Age of 16, I made $1,000 my first day, and then I quit my job, started working there every day since then. I was making like $500 a week, $500 a day, $500 a day, cash in my pocket. And as a 16-year-old,
oh, that's caking.
dude, I was making money. So that turned me out. I was like, I don't ever want to work an hourly job again. I want to work for myself. I want to provide this energy, because I noticed that people weren't really buying the product. People were buying my energy. People were buying the experience that I was giving them in that moment. The laughs, the whole
fun
vibe.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, oh, wait, we have something with this.
Yeah.
So I did that from 16 to 18, and then I started working door to door. I wanted a big boy job. So I started working door to door. I was doing cable sales and things of that nature. Started making like $2,000 a week consistently, $3,000. I was making good money.
What was your sales? What were you?
I was selling Time Warner. It's a cable company.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I haven't heard them in a minute.
Yeah. They we don't talk about those guys anymore.
We don't talk about them. Fuck them guys.
Yeah, we don't talk about
Fuck
those
them
guys
guys.
anymore. They went out of business. They switched over to a different
definitely
company
fuck
called
them guys.
Spectrum.
They can't sue me for saying that. Fuck
they
them
can't.
guys.
They can't get you for that. But yeah, so I started working for them. Started upping my money, making like $5,000 a week. It was crazy. But what happened was I found this company. I was walking down the street and there was a company it said free phones on the tents, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's got to be a scam. Like it's got to be a scam.
100%.
100% scam. There's nothing free
As much
in
money as
life.
I pay for my phone bill,
It's got to be a scam, right? This lady said, hey, if I can guarantee that you make $1,000 this week giving away free stuff, then I want you to quit your job. I'm like, all right, let's try it. Went in there first week.
How old were you?
I was 18.
Okay, you're 18. Okay.
18 years old. I didn't have anything to lose. I was already straight commissioned already. So I went in there. Very first week, I made $34.27. I remember that check like it was nothing.
Damn.
$34.27 my very first week. And I'm like, wait, so I can get paid giving away a free product? After that, I'm like, okay. I was a top salesperson in the whole entire industry for a very long time. And then I got to the point to where I wasn't fulfilled by being a sales rep anymore. And then I created this company called TC Mobile Solutions, got my own contract, and now I'm here giving other people those opportunities.
I love that. For me, what it really sounds like is that it doesn't matter what you're selling. It's you. So your expertise is not, I mean, it probably is now, but I was going to say your expertise is not phones or free phones or it's sales.
It's sales.
You sell yourself and people. I love that, man. I love that. So in all your years of sales, what is the number one thing that you've learned that makes you to be able to become so successful at sales? What is that? Like, what is that for you? That makes sense.
Yeah. For me, it's providing an experience that they wouldn't get anywhere else. It's the opportunity to give people that never had anything the opportunity to make money by helping their communities.
Okay, so you're actually going into people and you're actually helping them become sales reps?
Yes.
Too?
So what I do is I go into these lower income areas. I give these people jobs that never had anything. Starting out at 18, that maybe dropped out of college or dropped out of high school even, right? That never had an opportunity. I say, hey, what we're gonna do is we're gonna help your community with free phones, and you're gonna get paid $600 a week.
So are you targeting the youth with this?
I'm targeting the youth. I'm targeting the less fortunate to give them opportunities to make it out and be on their own time and not work a 9 to 5.
Damn, that's fucking awesome. I love that shit.
That's what I do.
I lost my next question because I was like, fuck.
So we're trying to bridge that. We're trying to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
Right. We're trying to bridge that gap of people using the excuse that I dropped out of high school. I heard your story.
Yeah.
I dropped out of high school. I don't have an opportunity. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I have this entrepreneurial mindset. What can I do to have my independence and still be free? And this is that opportunity. It's like you're helping your community. You work when you want to work. You make as much as you want to make, and you can bridge that gap to become successful.
So if you don't mind, like 100%, like purely just my mind wondering, you live in Scottsdale.
I'm in Scottsdale.
There's not many less fortunate communities in Scottsdale. How are you doing this? How are you reaching out? How are you finding communities? Like, what is your play? Like, if you don't mind me, like, what is your play? Like, what are you doing? What is it that's making you be able to do this and to reach out to new communities?
So I haven't always lived in Scottsdale, okay?
Trust me. Yeah, me either.
I heard your story too. You've been through some stuff, but I haven't always lived in Scottsdale. I'm from Cleveland, and what our business is based off is word of mouth. Okay, so when
is it still majority? Before I mean to cut you off, but is it still majority in Cleveland?
No, we're in like 27 states now. So we hire people in these states, and then they get paid to recruit people to join our company. Okay. And then our company grows based off of word of mouth.
Is it almost an MLM kind of?
Yeah, it's kind of set up like an MLM.
Okay.
To where you bring people in, you get paid off of them, and then they get paid their commission. So it's kind of like an MLM, but it's not. It's direct sales. It's sick.
I'm like kind of mind blown over here. I'm like, fuck. All right.
But it is a government funded program called the Lifeline program that's been around since the 80s.
And anyone can do this.
Anybody can do it. It's not like I discovered something that's not been there.
So what I'm seeing is that you kind of took their model and what they gave you and rebranded it. You rebuilt it. You made something that can actually help and change people.
It's been around and it's been helping people. I made it more so a thing that's fun, a thing that you want to be a part of. Before it was just this industry to where, people just did it and they went home, and I made it to where it's like, oh wait, we can actually build a lifestyle out of this. We can actually make a lot of money and make a career out of doing what we do that the government's providing us the opportunity to do. So I made it fun.
That's epic. That's epic. So like, I'm not big on sales. I've just never really been put in the situation to. So what is your number one tip for sales coming in if someone was starting from day one?
Starting from day one.
Like starting from day one. Obviously, if you're starting from day one, reach out to him. We'll put his socials down below. He can obviously help you as well. But I mean, like, what is your step one to becoming your own boss? And try to stay. I'm gonna ask this and try to stay away from your company, in particular, but like in sales in general. What is step one?
Step one is believing that you can, right? I would say for me, it's the mind. Exactly, it's the mindset. It's the fact that you have to bet on yourself. Every fucking day. Every day. Because if you don't have you, nobody got you, right? And I think what we learned from COVID is that even in these 9 to 5s, you can lose your job. You can lose it.
Yeah.
They're laying people off, and
they're continually laying people off now.
And they're still doing it. So why not bet on yourself? So for me, it was figuring out how much I need to make per day, like figuring out what my expenses were, and then figuring out how this job can get me that.
Okay.
And once I figured out that, and I actually did it, and I didn't quit my job immediately, I did it a couple days. And I was like, oh wait, I can do this.
So you had a blueprint. You had a plan
in my mind.
In your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You ever wrote that blueprint down?
For camera purposes, I have not, because I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie, but I have not wrote that down.
You should.
I should.
You should, and share it.
Should.
Write it down and share it. I love that. So one thing I've noticed about you is your energy is just fucking, like I said, bouncing off the fucking walls. How do you maintain? Because like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I've been in situations where I have to talk to a lot of people, and like my social media and everything, it's exhausting. How do you maintain such that fucking, like, you're like the fucking Tasmanian devil, just fucking. How do you maintain that?
That's a crazy guy, man.
How do you maintain that energy to like just keep fucking going?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out, but
it's just embedded in him.
Yeah,
it's just embedded in his genetic code.
It is. But what I can say is that I'm a solutions type of guy, and every single
hence the name of the company.
Yes. My God.
Hence the name of the company.
The name of the company. I'm a solutions guy. So every single thing that pops up in life, I'm like, okay, I get it. Things are effed up right now.
Yeah. You can
but
say
what's
it.
the solution?
You can say it.
things are fucked up right now.
I love it. I love it.
Bing, bing, bing. Where's the bell at?
Mic drop. Mic drop.
No, but I'm the type of guy to say, hey, things are fucked up right now. Cool. What's the solution?
Yeah.
That's always.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
We're here. What's the solution?
Yep.
So if I've always had that mindset, like, yeah, it's fucked up. What's the solution? And that always keeps me happy because I'm always like, okay, this situation's bad. It's probably the worst it could probably be, but what can I do to make this better?
That is such a positive mindset.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? We're sinking in a boat right now, and it's not good.
It's not good.
But there's a way out. There's a glimpse of hope. I love that. That's actually why I have that title right there. There's always a way out. A glimpse of hope. I love that. I love that. So inside of this, and we live in a world right now that's really, really crazy. How are you, I know you're positive like that, but how are you protecting your energy from other people, man? People are, especially social media, they're fucking cruel. Like, there's going to be a lot of likes and dislikes, and there's going to be this and there's that, and, always coming down. How are you protecting yourself from that?
It's a good question. So I have really good people around me.
Yes.
I'm gonna shout out
your network is your net worth.
You feel me? So
more than you fucking know, dog.
More than you know.
More than you know, man.
But you'll know soon because you'll get drained from it. I promise.
Yep.
If you don't have it right. But I have really good people around me that know that I'm a genuinely good human. So I put these people in place because I know that sometimes I'm super nice. I'm super forgiving. I'm super open with the energy that I give to people. So I put these people in place to kind of be those little gatekeepers. Like, hey, we're not letting that go down.
And I actually think, because I'm the same way. And I actually was thinking to myself the other day because, I think us entrepreneurs, we have another brain in our brain that sits there and talks to itself. And I was actually talking to myself the other day, which is, I'm not
You're
crazy.
not crazy.
I'm not crazy,
I
but
You're
it's kind of normal.
Crazy.
But one of the things that I was thinking to myself was that a lot of people that I feel like you said you have gatekeepers because you're always so positive and you're always giving your energy out. But I feel like that's what makes a lot of people massively successful. Because for me, the fact that I am so gullible, I am the most gullible person. I'm the most genuine and the nice person as well. In that same way, I am so gullible. I believe in everybody, that everyone's gonna do something great, and it can get me burned. But what I learned in that is that that's one of my strong suits, because when someone told me, even though they were just trying to collect a check from me, that they believed I could be successful, I was so gullible that I convinced myself in believing it, in what they told me, that I needed someone else to tell me that they believed I could be successful. And so don't ever take that, don't ever I'm realizing you know what, it's fuck that. That's my superpower, is that I am so fucking gullible that I believe in someone else more than I almost believe in myself. And so by them telling me that, even if they're trying to get a check from me, I don't give a fuck anymore, because that's what got me here. So that's a superpower to me. That's a fucking superpower, is that your energy is so, and you believe in everybody. And it's the saying is I have way more money than I have time. And so for me, it's who cares if you lose money? If you can build a relationship with someone else and it costs you money, that's fine.
Yep.
That's fine. That's right there alone is just powerful in itself, because money comes and goes. We know it. The Fed prints it. We just fucking take it. Man, I love that. I love that, man. This is where it's at. That's a good
heart right there. That's what I was talking about. The good heart.
Yeah.
You have that.
Yeah,
and
you
it's cool
have
that
to.
it's only a few of us out here, that has that.
Yeah,
ability.
Scott still has a lot of good and a lot of wrong.
Equally as bad.
Yes.
Sure.
So when we met the first time, you told me that one of the main reasons you wanted to be successful is because you wanted to party. Now that might have been the alcohol talking, but how true is that? And if it is true, why? Why?
So in life, for me, I didn't have a why, so I had to create a reason to make me go. There was no competition. I was already making a lot of money for myself, so I had to create
at a young age.
At a young age. So there was no reason for me to go above and beyond, because I was already making a lot of money. So I had to create this imaginary competition in my brain to push me further. So what I did is I used to go into clubs every Saturday just to get pissed off.
I love that.
Because in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, if these guys can go into the clubs and spend $2,000 on a section, then they gotta be making at least $250,000, which means that I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I gotta make more money. And it was like, it may not have been true because now that I'm here, I'm realizing that these people that's popping bottles are maybe one-offs. They're not doing it every weekend. There's a lot of things that I'm realizing that it's not true. But when I was young, I was putting in my brain that.
There goes that gullible.
You know?
The gullible side of the brain.
But it was like it was me
Powerful.
creating competition.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have it and I wanted something to go for. So I was like, okay, I would go in there once a weekend, go in there for maybe 10 minutes, get pissed off. Like, why is that not me? Why can I not just spend money like that? Why can I not have, these people around me? Why can I have not? So that's what pushed me. So I was like, okay, I have to go hard right now so that I can be that person. Because what I used to realize is that a lot of those people that was in those sections were treating people not right that weren't in sections.
Yeah.
They would look down on them. It would be this celebrity-esque vibe. And it's like, yo, if I get to that point, I want everybody to feel what I feel.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah.
And if you're not at the table, you can feel my energy and I'm giving it back and I'm giving it back. So I always want to be that person. Like, I understand that this world values money. So if I have to get money so that I get attention, so people can know that you can be a nice person, a genuine person, and still have money, I want to be there. So that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I say a lot of the time, like I call different types of people, certain people lashers. And it's like, for me, I learned my rule in life, very young age. It's not like, I'm not the person that's going to like probably start the best charity. I'm not the person that's going to go out there and do the most amazing things. But I'm the person that's going to fund the most amazing things. And so learning my role, and I feel like that's like where we, can get each other's energy and vibe and collaborate on, is that like, my main goal is to fucking make money so I can change the world with the money. But I'm not going to physically be the one to change the world. I'm just gonna fund it.
You're gonna fund it.
And like that's like what that reminds me of, is like, you want to be able to share the happiness and stuff. And like at the end of the day, like, not that money doesn't, bring happiness, but like it allows you to share the certain parts and certain aspects of life that can bring happiness. Because like, I respect people not for the money, but I respect them for the mindset that it takes to make the money.
That's powerful.
That's really what it is about. Like the person that can go from nothing, you go from door-to-door sales to now fucking running an empire. I respect and applaud those people, because the mindset that it takes to have that. And you're 27, right? Like, I'm 27. I'm 27 too.
27.
Like we're both fucking young. Like, we're just getting fucking started.
Yep.
Right? We're just getting started. So like, now it's time to fucking keep going and keep pushing. And so, man, I applaud that shit, bro. That shit's powerful to me. So you're going into these less unfortunate communities, and you're really giving them opportunities. How is that? How are you noticing, or how are you seeing that? Is that impacting the communities? And if it is impacting the communities, which it sounds like it is for you, how is that giving you? Is that fulfilling your purpose, or is it not? Or is your purpose even more?
In the beginning, it was. My purpose now has changed.
Which always will.
Which always will. And you taught me that when we were in the car the other day. That it's not only me, it's how life works. Yeah, my purpose
I remember that car ride. Yeah. Pretty sure I was drinking 1942.
You were definitely drinking. But I do remember that, and it stuck with me, because it's like, it's okay for it to change, because I was actually beating myself up about it not being the same. But you telling me that gave me the confidence that it's cool. But to answer your question,
maybe I know a little bit what I'm talking about.
Come on now, the proof is in the pudding.
Maybe I know a little bit about something.
But back to your question of like, is it fulfilling? Yes, it is fulfilling. We're taking people off the streets, we're taking people out of their houses, and we're making them profitable. We're making them make money for their families. Yes. My purpose now, though, is to be more so not the CEO and running the company, but to take this energy that I have and spread it to the masses of the world. So I want to be more of an influencer. Okay. So I'm trying to bridge that gap from what I'm doing now to be an influencer.
Yeah. And like, let's be honest, like, to be the CEO is not always the best. Everyone thinks, like, everyone wakes up and is like, CEO mindset, CEO lifestyle. Fuck being the CEO. Yeah, I don't want to be the CEO of anything.
It's not it.
I don't want to be that shit. Fuck that.
It's not it.
I want to give that to someone else.
Yeah.
I'm hiring the old guy right now to be my CEO of all our companies. We're hiring just older bachelor degree guys that fucking have some type of degree shit, and we're saying, here's a salary. Go run the company. And let me do what I do best, which is bring the influence, bring the power and connections. And like, that sounds like, and like, at first, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard for us, because we went from us three partners in our company to now 50 employees and partners with a company that has 200 and 300 plus employees. And then we have a bunch of subcontractors as well. But like we did that in 3 years, 2 years, actually 2 years. And it was hard for us to like start hiring people. Speaking of first hire was Conrad right here. He was the first hire. And so like when you start delegating those tasks to people, you don't realize how much more money you make and how much more creative you get, because now you're able to get back out there and do the things that you're passionate about. And passion just breeds like more money. Like I say it, like I bleed money. It comes from me. It oozes from my skin. So like I advise you, like if that's what you really want to do, get out there, find someone that can actually run the company and give them incentive bonuses. Like a little bit of a moment of like, this is what I'm learning. Give them incentive bonuses. And they'll take your company to even further than you can. Because the same person that created the wealth isn't the person that's going to maintain the wealth. And so like that's something that was like I just heard that the other day, and it's very true. The entrepreneur hustle mindset isn't what's going to keep the company to go to the next level.
That's funny.
It's what's going to create the company, not make the company.
My assistant and I were just talking about that driving here.
Really?
The same exact conversation. We were talking about that. And it's really funny that you said that, because we do have to pivot now, and we will pivot. But I do want to turn a little bit and talk about some of the things that that people need to hear. And I know you've been through this in your own journey of becoming an entrepreneur, becoming successful in your own way. And that's what it takes to get there. What have you sacrificed?
Well, answer the question first for yourself.
I'm asking it, but I'm answering it too.
All right, I want to hear what you have to say first.
So for me,
let's be real. The question is, what does it take to become successful?
Right.
Essentially, that's pure raw data. That's the question.
That's the question. So for me, it took a couple things, right? And a lot of people that don't come from money need to know this. And it's super essential. So for me, this is what happened. Funny story here. I used to think the definition of saving was having enough for 1 month of rent. Like, as long as I could have like $3,000 in my account, I thought I was saving. It wasn't until this one day, my ex-girlfriend, who I love dearly, Steele, she showed me her bank account. I had a concussion, right? Had a concussion. I couldn't work for 3 months. And she showed me her bank account on an accident, and she had like $15,000 in there. As an 18-year-old, I'm like, how the heck do you have more money in your account, and I make 3 times more than you?
Yeah.
And she literally said one thing. She said, all I do is save 10% every check. And I'm like, and I've heard it before, but I'm a very competitive person. So as soon as she said that, and I only had $3,000 in my account,
like, I'm saving 20%, baby.
I'm like, yo, I'm saving 20% every single dime that I get. Yeah. So I would go out there and mow lawns. I would go out there and get my commissionable checks. I would do everything. And every single day, I would go to that bank, take my 20% out, put it right in the account.
Really?
I did that for 4 months. Next thing you know, I had $20,000 in my savings account. Most I've ever had in my entire life.
That's awesome.
And what happened after that is 3 months later, an opportunity presented itself that I needed money to fund, and I was prepared. I was prepared.
Isn't it crazy how like sometimes you attract things you don't even realize you're attracting them, and like that opportunity comes? Like that's crucial. So do you think being prepared for an opportunity when it calls is one of the things that it takes to be successful?
I would say if you're starting with nothing, you have to save properly, because a lot of people think everybody's preaching this reinvesting, but if you don't have anything to invest, then you can't invest.
Ain't that the damn
truth? You can't invest. And a lot of people are just investing what they don't have, and they're living paycheck to paycheck, but they're not saving enough to have that cushion to invest properly. Yeah. So for me, it was that. Second thing, it was sacrificing everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when this opportunity came, I said, this is going to make me rich. Mm-hmm. This is going to make a lot of people successful, and this is going to help a lot of communities. So what I did was, unfortunately for me, I had to get rid of everything. I got rid of social media entirely, deleted it. Unfortunately, I got rid of my ex because...
Oh, shit, he dropped everything.
my priorities changed.
Yeah,
and we were
fine.
8 years in. And at 8 years in, I think we need to get a little bit more serious, and my priorities had changed. So I had to drop that. I dropped sex for 6 months, and I was willing to give up every single ounce of me to create this opportunity.
Is that this opportunity?
That's this opportunity. I had $20,000
fucking paid off
in cash, and I had
Love
$40,000 in credit. I exhausted every single thing.
That's awesome. The big risker, the one that risked it all.
When I risked it all.
Because you have nothing else. Like, that's why I always say, like, when your back's against the wall, you're gonna find a fucking way.
Find a way.
And to speak on that saving point, you know, like, not to call people out, but fucking Grant Cardone just came out with a video, and I was just like, damn, I actually like really disagree with this one. He was like, everyone thinks that you have to have 3 months saved or some bullshit, and it's like, I mean, I get it. He's like, but you shouldn't. You should invest every dollar, and it's like, but like his first video of how he became successful was he saved $1 million to buy an apartment complex. How are you going to change your advice? Like, that's where I'm here to like sit here and like I'm trying to be as real as possible with it. And like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like I've changed my shit a lot. Like, we're gonna continually change, but it's like you have to have those core principles. And it's like seeing a lot of these successful quotes and the people that I see now in the world, like you can actually see the real ones and the genuine ones and understand it. And like that's why I love it. And like that's why like on this podcast, I'm only really fucking interviewing real ones. Like I'm only interviewing real people.
I feel honored to be here, by the way. Letting you guys know.
Well, he's a real one. Like you know where you're at in life, and you know you're gonna continue to grow, and you know there's ways to learn and ways to teach and everything along those lines. And I fucking love that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I love that. So
to attest to your point, though, I feel like some people's bank account is hindering their success.
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like if you have too little in your account, it can be giving you this scarcity mindset.
Yes.
And if you have too much in there, you might be a little bit too fat to keep doing what you were doing to get there.
Well, it definitely does, because like I've been in positions where like I was just making money no matter what every single month, and then all of a sudden like my mindset would change. Like, oh, I don't have to get up and do that anymore. I don't have to get up and do this anymore. Oh, I can get lazy now. And like, so that's what I always tell people. Like, I want to teach people, like, there's phases in life, like, you know, like phases and things you go through, because I've been in the phases where like I had to hustle to make rent. And then I've also been in the situation where I've got fucking 6 years worth of rent saved up, and it's like, I ain't got to do shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm continuing to make those checks, but finding that purpose, you know, for me was really key for me. And that's what keeps me going and what keeps me moving and pushing. So
I love that.
But I want to touch real quick on this last topic of what does it really take to become successful. And like my number one thing is that there's not one shoe fits all. I don't think that's it at all. I honestly don't think there's a secret code. Really what I think it is are you willing and are you going to put in the work every single fucking day? Mm-hmm. Are you willing to not sleep? Are you willing to keep pushing forward? Are you willing to keep going? Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Because like all these people are like, oh, you got to get up in the morning and you got to do this, and this, and this. It's fucking bullshit. Do you know how many times I've fucking gone out and drank until 7 o'clock in the morning and then don't wake up until fucking 7 o'clock the next night? Like I've done both ends of the spectrum. And like, I'm not really successful, but I'm pretty fucking successful.
You're successful.
I mean, in a sense, I don't believe in the term successful, but like, I'm pretty fucking successful to the world standard. But like, it's just about putting the work in. Like honestly, at the end of the day, like that's what it is. Like, some people work better at night. Some people don't have to wake up in the morning. Some people work better at nighttime. Some people work better when they drink. Personally, like, you give me a few drinks, I network better, I talk better, I spill everything out better, right? So it's like, there's not one shoe that fits all. So just find your comfort zone inside of what you think it takes to become successful and push it and make that shit happen every single day. Put the fucking work in. Like, it's simple. Like, honestly, it really is simple. Yeah. Put the fucking work in and you will get the results.
Simple.
No matter what. I fucking love that. I love that, man. Well, I appreciate you.
You gotta also realize before you close out, everybody's definition of successful is not money.
It's very exactly.
It's different.
It is. But before we close this, what is your goal for the future? I want to start really getting into what's your goal. Like, we know what, you know, you're obviously you're crushing it. You walk in here, it's fucking, God, you got the fucking Man, you got everything on right now, dog. I know what those are, but I can't think
Christian
of the name.
limousine.
Yes, there they are. I couldn't think of them. But obviously, you're fucking crushing it, man. You fucking pulled up in a badass whip. You got everything, but like, what is your goal next? Like, financially and for yourself?
That's a good question.
And I'm gonna hold you accountable. Because guess what? I'm gonna get you back on this podcast in 6 months to a year. And if you haven't hit that goal,
We're gonna have a problem.
of financial, we might throw the gloves on. We might start a living icon Anthony's World boxing match. With everyone. If you ain't hitting your goals, we might start
putting the gloves a little
we might
bit.
start putting gloves on and being like, damn. He'll be like, damn. I don't want to whoop his ass
Knocked out by
again.
Anthony. So
I better hit these goals.
that's a good question. So I took my business from 0 to grossing over $10 million in 2 years.
Epic.
My goal for this year is not more so financial, but it's more based on impact.
Okay.
So I want to reach more people. I want to reach 10 times the people that we reached prior to.
Okay.
We reached 300,000 people,
Jesus.
helping them in the last 2 years. I want to reach 3 million.
Okay.
Secondly, I also want to live in my purpose of providing opportunities to other people in different industries. So I'm really good at creating. I'm a creator. Creative energy, creative opportunities,
Love that.
networking. I want to create 5 more opportunities for people. So I have the TC Mobile Solutions, but I want to create 5 more opportunities for other people to make money that have nothing. That's my purpose. That's what I want to do.
Well, real quick, I'm doing this with a lot of people, and I'm creating a project called the Better Man Project / Living Icon. And essentially what it is we have 10 to 15 educators teaching people certain sets of skills. Are you willing to come on and teach? Are you willing to create a mini course for people to come on and learn your skill set of sales?
Yes, I'm willing.
All right.
I'm willing. I'm in there.
All right, let's see it.
I got it on tape.
Hold on. All right, we're making it happen.
That's it.
I love it.
That's it.
I love it. So last before we leave, can you give us, the audience, me, like I said, I do this selfishly because I always want to learn. What do you want to leave the audience with? Like, what do you want to leave me with? What do you want to leave them with? What do you want to tell them?
Yeah. For me, the world wants to put you in a box. And I just encourage every single person to not get put in that box. We all have different things that we offer to the world. And that's why I'm going to drop it on here, but I stand for being uncategorized. You don't have to be categorized by what you do. I know you're an entrepreneur, but you have other talents. You're an influencer as well. We don't have to be put in these boxes. So I encourage everybody to stay positive, be who you want to be. Don't let the world dictate who you want to be, and just be truly connected and be truly authentically you, whatever that is. There is no right or wrong answer. Be happy, be you. Life is short, and keep living it. That's what I would have to say.
I love that. That's fucking awesome. Well, you have it right here. He just said it. This was it. You have it from the man, the myth, the fucking legend.
You're the
That's
man, the
epic. Nah, man. You are connecting people across. That's fucking epic. But real quick, before we end this podcast, where can people find you? What's your best platform for them to reach out to you? Is it a website? Is it social media? You tell me. You tell them. Don't tell me.
Yes.
Tell them.
So if you want an opportunity, it's www.tcmobilesolutions.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Shorty Ree. So that's SHORTYREE_. It's Short Tyree or Shorty Ree, however you want to do it. Find me on there, and we'll definitely help you out. We'll definitely provide the vibes, and we have those opportunities for you. Thank you guys for watching.
I love that. We'll drop the socials down below in there as well, and we're gonna give you some fire content as well for you, man. So we can share this, make sure everyone's watching this shit.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Much love. I appreciate it, dog.
Hey, dog. Thanks
Yes,
for having me, man.
absolutely. Peace.
Start when we stop, we gon' get it done. Get it when we start, we gon' get it done. Start when we stop, we gon' get it done.
Anthony's World.